Hi gang. So I've been neglecting my nutrition and my health as of late, the past couple of months, and one of the things that always gets me back on track is juicing. So today I'm going to share with you my favorite juicing recipe. John and I are renting a house in Cape May at the moment, and I'll share a little bit about our Cape May experience so far, some thoughts I've had, but I really want to start with the juice. Whenever I get the nutrition from a juice into my body, I start taking better care of myself. And my base juice always includes some carrots, celery, a head of romaine lettuce, a cucumber, and an apple. And then from there, I work with what I have. Today I have a beet, but often I add kale, spinach, other greens, broccoli stems. The stems, if you throw those away, those are great to add into your juice, give you the nutrition. I actually might have some of those, so maybe I'll cut one of those. But I'm just going to share that, and then we'll do a little bit of a Cape May adventure, okay? Okay, the first thing I want to do is just clean up the vegetables a little bit. And most of them I'll just put in as is, but if there's some bad spots like on this celery, just cut those off. These can go into the compost pile if you have them. I take off the hard part of the lettuce, and then the carrots I'll leave like these just as is, but this one has a big stem that is hard for the juicer to process, so this is mostly for the juicer to take care of it. And this is a old beet from last year's garden, so a little rough around the edges, so we'll make sure take off that edge and this edge. And then just to make, again, it easier for the juicer, I'm going to chop this up into smaller pieces. You can see how hard this is. And I try to use all organic vegetables, and if they're not organic, I'll tend to clean them up, peel them, do those types of things to make sure I'm not getting pesticides and other harmful things into my body while I'm trying to give myself nutrition at the same time. So, and for the apples, I usually do a half an apple for a juice, but today I'll do a whole apple. Just the apple gives it a sweet quality. It's my first juice of the season, so I will allow myself to indulge a little bit. If you don't have access to organic vegetables, you can always check the Dirty Dozen list, which lists, just Google Dirty Dozen and it'll show you which vegetables and fruits are laden with the most amount of pesticides, herbicides, whatever it is that you don't want inside you. So you can check that out. I just grabbed a broccoli head from the fridge. I'm just gonna take this piece and I'll add that to the juice. Okay, so the juicer I have is a Breville. It's old, so it's running a little rough around the edges, but it still works. I like the Breville. They've been good to us over many, many years, so I continue to use them. And it's very loud, so I probably will lower the volume a whole great deal, or I will add some music here. So let's get juicing. And the Breville has two speeds, low and a high, and the low is for the softer materials like your lettuces. And I will peel the lettuce apart and do it in sections. John really likes lemon in his, but yeah, you can really use whatever seasonal vegetables and fruits you have and make it your own, but I do like this base. I usually always use this base. So let's get juicing. First juice of the season. Yay. Cheers. It's delicious. And it just satiates me in a way that nothing else does. It's just jam-packed full of vitamins and minerals, and I feel that all day. It gives me a ton of energy. Enjoy. Where do you want to go so we have a nice view? You want to go past those people?
Yeah, this so beats sitting in the house.
Mm-hmm. Sitting on the beach, watching the sunset with John and Grom on our first night together. I remembered the healing and importance of being in this place where every day yesterday's events are washed away today. You wake up to a clean slate. The tides come in, they go out. The surf pushes in, then pulls out. Breathe, it all speaks. Breathe. Back in action. What? He's so crazy. Back in action. Yeah, what? He's rooting the sand. Yeah. Did you have fun? You made a nice bed, huh? Last night, the waves were big and chaotic, following the direction of the wind. In no time, as conditions allow, the water will calm, rolling gently once again towards the shore. As conditions allow. I am grateful to the ocean for persistently drowning out the noise of mankind, for the respite, a reminder that nothing is permanent. I recently read this. I recognize now that midlife is about the unraveling, the unbecoming. Like a tree shedding its leaves, it's more about what's left when everything unessential is released. Don't do more, hold less. Soften your grip. Release the urge to control, to hold, to figure everything out. Cape May itself is an architectural feast for the eyes. The town began as a whaling and fishing village. Lumber was in endless supply, and there emerged a community of carpenters who became mad creative, making gingerbread touches on the buildings all over town. It's a joy to walk about and take in the buildings and gardens where no two are alike. I realize that human beings are evolutionarily hardwired to pay more attention and to click on negative content. It forces an immediate emotional reaction rather than a thoughtful one. I don't want to do that here. There's enough. I'd rather dwell in possibility. To keep finding wonder. It's all around us.
Guess I'm here to waste my time. Washing my feet in the high tide. Taking in the cold sunshine. There's magic here on the coastline. And I know